We are the 10th Legion, exiles from a dying empire who founded the Kingdom of Ebb. For 400 years, we guided and protected our people. We gave them peace, prosperity, fair judgment. Some say it was the death of the old king that turned the people against us. That it was Jane Cassinder who took up the sword and drove us from our chapter houses and estates. I was not there for the final battle, when the last of our legion faced Jane Cassinder beneath the boughs of an ancient, hallowed tree. Nor do I know what power she called upon in that forest to murder my comrades and friends. After that, the forest was changed, twisted and ruined. Only Jane walked out of that place alive. 30 years have passed since the Legion was destroyed, and Ebb has suffered in that time. War rages without end between Jane Cassinder in the east and the royal family in the west. A few sons and daughters of the Legion remain. You are one of their number. I write to you, my young friend, with urgent news. I have always believed that you are special. Ever since I found you as a child at the edge of the forest where the Legion died. If you are truly an Archon, a creature of legend, as you seem to be, then you are a sign of hope to me. And it's no accident that you fell into my care. As the last survivor of the Legion, I've tried my best to keep you safe and to teach you the ways of your kind. But Jane Cassinder still hunts for the sons and daughters of the Legion, and for all those we hold dear. Now I fear that her spies may be getting close. We cannot delay any longer. We still have a chance to join together, rebuild the Legion, and take our country back from Jane Cassinder before it's too late. The sons and daughters of the Legion are gathering in the north, at the old Mont estate. I urge you to join us in the Valley of Rukenval as quickly as you can. Help us restore all that was lost. Your faithful friend, Odo.
Seems we have another rat trying to escape the trap.
I was afraid everyone else was dead. Are you all right?
I'm fine. But who are you? Have we met?
No. But Odo's told me stories about you. The warrior maid who fights with a spear. My name is Martin Guiscard.
When I got here, the house was on fire, and everyone was dead. How did this happen?
We didn't have any warning. They surrounded the house and hit us fast. I don't even know who hired them. Damn, they found us again. We can't wait any... I've set a trap. 3 kegs of gunpowder on the bridge. All we need to do is light the... Go on, light the fuses. Two more to light. Hurry. And the last.
The Mont Baron estate burned, and with it my dream of a reborn 10th Legion. Or so I thought. I did not know that you and Martin Guiscard had escaped the destruction. As you fled into the night, you bore with you the future of the Legion. Pursued by enemies, fleeing toward an uncertain fate, you made your way across the empty leagues of the Rukenval. Throughout the journey, you were driven by a single hope, that others had survived the devastation, and that they reached the safety of the Rukenval chapter house. It was a slender hope, to be sure, but even a small hope can warm a man in the cold dark of night. As long as you drew breath, the 10th Legion yet lived, but your foes pressed close about, hunting you. The fate of the Legion, the fate of Ebb itself, rested with you.
I know this part of the valley. We've come a long way. I think we're close to the old Legion chapter house.
The Legion had a chapter house here? In this valley?
They built chapter houses. They were strongholds where legionnaires would meet, sometimes in fellowship. You should have seen the grand chapter house instead.
Tell me about the attack. What do you...
Odo sent letters to all the descendants of the Legion. He wanted to gather them here. Train... Most had already arrived when the mercenaries found us. They smashed through the windows and the door.
Those mercenary soldiers. Have you fought them before?
They were Leskanzi, I think. I have no idea who sent them here. No, our real enemy hasn't...
How many people were in the...
Almost 40. All sons and some of them had fought in the wars. But we can hope that a few survive.
Did you see what happened to Odo?
No. I lost some. But we agreed to meet at the old chapel.
That's enough about...
Right. Maybe Odo can tell us more.
Let's keep...
You're right. If our enemies knew we were at the estate, they may have guessed that we'd make a run for the chapter house. No help for it, though. That's where we agreed to meet. We'll have to stay sharp. They could come for us anywhere, at any time. A military camp. Leskanzi by the look of it. Can't be a coincidence. Let's look around. We might find out what they're planning. So, there's a bounty on our heads. That means they know we're alive, and they're still hunting for us. There it is. The bridge to the chapter house. Looks like trouble up ahead.
Huh? What's this?
Out of the...
Spoke. Lucky for...
Who's paying?
I don't get paid. Live...
Another one down. We're outflanked. More coming up from behind. I've been shot by that bastard with the gun. If we're lucky, Odo is on the other side of this gate.
You're alive? Both of you?
Odo, you...
The others?
Do you have any...
I can think of a few possibilities. Jane Cassi... And there's the royal court.
You don't seem hurt.
I rounded up a few of our people. The only ones who hadn't been killed. Renaud, Hannah. We jumped from the second floor of the...
Who else could have...
What about Lucas Montbaron? I didn't see him at the...
And there's another survivor, too. The half-blood Leskanzi girl. I couldn't convince... Might have been one or two others.
What do you know about the Leskanzi woman?
She'll be a delicate problem. I don't
We can't trust her, Odo. She...
Doesn't matter. If there's Legion...
I thought the Montbaron...
All but one. Lucas is the youngest son. He was born just before the Legion's fall. Raised by...
If they're alive, I'll find...
I agree. I'll do what I can for Martin.
You know this valley better than me.
Raven's real. The people here stayed true to the Legion.
I'll head...
The town is west of here. Try to find Lazar Basili, the town And be careful. Those mercenaries are still
You're a Legionnaire.
Why would you
The Rill is an occupied town. Not sure how you got...
I dealt with some mercenaries.
Won't matter. The Lascanzi have the village surrounded, and they've fortified the upper...
Do you know where...
No, I haven't seen him. Not since...
And why...
They're scared. Everyone knows...
Are you going to let me pass?
I've no orders to stop you. Open the gate.
Please, can't a widow grieve in peace?
I'm trying to find...
Forget about Lazar.
How did your husband...
The mercenary Vaclav spoke out against the invaders, and one of the a curse on all.
This murderer needs to be...
I heard. I beg you.
You'll have justice.
He wore a sash across his face.
You're in danger. I can help you, but we must be discreet. Pretend that you know me. We're old friends, yes? Confidants?
Then it's so good to see you again, Miss...
Katerina, and thank you. I didn't think you'd be so willing to trust, especially a woman of my blood.
This town is a trap. An army of Lescansi mercenaries is hiding in the upper rill. They wait for you, and for your friends. The woman who hired them, she's not taking any chances.
So the mercenaries were hired by a woman?
I won't speak her name, not when she's so close. You might think me foolish, but better foolish and safe than brazen and dead.
You say this town is a trap.
I am the bait. I was told to watch for legionnaires and to warn the others. They would come running from all directions. But my sister and I have other plans, so the trap won't be sprung. Bad luck for my employer, yes?
You're a Lescansi. You'd betray your own people?
I decide who my people are and who they are not. My loyalty does not come at a price.
I'm listening. Tell me the rest.
Follow the western road out of town. Her name is Leona. You would do well to speak to her.
You said I'd do well to speak.
You are looking for your comrades, yes? Men and women. If any of them survive the attack, they are prisoners now.
I'll need better
Follow the western road and look for a trail.
Very well. I'll follow.
We shouldn't be seen together. I'll take a different path and meet you later, if I can.
I heard that everyone in the... When the Lescansi took the...
What did the
A small golden statue of Azurnai. It's been a Lescansi sergeant birth.
Do you know?
I'm little concerned for the well-being of
I'll find your problem.
They called him Ottokar, I think.
Have a care with all that boot stuff.
I'm looking for...
Nobody's seen Lazar.
If...
Underneath, something nasty.
I'm a legion...
Not sure why you'd want it. Of course,
Where can I...
Head east out of town and look for a pond to the south. That's where you'll... Here, takes...
You're with the Legion. Maybe my luck isn't as wretched as I thought.
What makes...
Aside from the fact that fate conspires to thwart, I was trying to haul some goods south to Stonebridge. A whole pack of them set...
I have a score of my own to settle.
You may have just